What's up, guys? Doug Lucas here. This video is a little late. I was real busy today. I was out and about with Kirkland, who you know is Randall from Walking Dead Adaption. I'm Doug Lucas. You already know that. Executive producer and one of the stars of Walking Dead Adaption. Anyway, this video here I'm going to just go over the prop weapons we use. So I guess we can get started right away. Also, stay tuned at the end of this video. We're going to give you an exclusive sneak peek at episode 6 of the Walking Dead Adaption because I'm feeling a little generous. It won't be very long. Kind of like at the end of episode 5 there, that montage there that celebrates the first half of the series. Then you see that little sneak peek of episode 6 there with Claire, Randall, and Douglas, which is me, my character. Anyway, so I'm going to show you another exclusive scene. It'll only be about 10 seconds. It'll reveal maybe a little bit. But anyway, as I said, stay tuned at the end of this episode. Hopefully this episode doesn't go on for too long, because I love to ramble. But anyway, let's get started. Alright, first gun, which you'll recognize. There won't be any guns from episode 3, or episode 1 and 2, because 1 and 2 were kind of not really... They were part of the story, obviously. They kind of show the story and how it started and everything, but we don't have any of the prop guns from those episodes since we made episodes 1 and 2, you know, about a year ago. So anyway, first gun, technically the first gun you see, M1911, or M9, it looks like, right? It's your standard issue. We use actually, we get our gun specifically, you know, this was about, I don't know, particularly our weapons prop person we have, his name is Tom. His full name, Thomas Lungican-Patey, who you actually know from the Walking Dead Adaption. He plays one of the brothers in episode 4, Eric, who gets killed. He's also going to be in the second half, episode 6 through 10. He'll play a new character. But anyway, so this is the gun. He bought this gun. This is about $90, I think, at most. Maybe not that much, but it was up there in price. It's broken right now. The actual thing doesn't work, but it's just being used as a prop weapon, right? So it's as real as it's going to get. It's, you know, right? And the clip comes out, and then you, right? So this is a gun that my character has in the beginning of episode 3. Episode 3 takes place, I'd say, about 7 or 8 months after episode 2. So episode 3, 2 months, a few months later, you know, I got the new gun, and yeah, so this is that gun, and you know, it's actually got some weight to it. Like, it's not... Right, it's not light, it's not plastic, it's metal. It's a pellet gun. We use pellet guns that actually shoot pellets, but we don't load them obviously on the set and shit. Pardon my French, but you know, this is a lot of fun. But anyway, so yeah, that's that's Doug's gun. Now the big gun, well, not big, but this is Randall's gun. Right, 44 Magnum. Ours is not. It's kind of a reference to Rick Grimes from the actual TV show, obviously. It's, you know, your standard, you know, it kind of goes like this. It's also a pellet gun, but we don't obviously load it. It doesn't do the whole flick thing, unfortunately, but we never really need to show that. We just, right? But anyway, so, and if you notice when you watch Randall in the newer episodes, 3 through 5 and all that, he holds it like Rick, kind of like this, so it's kind of cool, right? But anyway, this is that one. This is his gun. This one was actually bought before this one. Right, this one was after, so this was our first prop weapon, basically. Because when I first started doing short videos, we used Nerf guns, which is funny. But anyway, so there's this gun, which is, you know, like I said, it's a pellet gun, but we don't load it. We actually keep the safety on, which is funny because the safety's not on right now, but like I said, they're not loaded. And then, you know, self-explanatory. It's Randall Crane's gun right there in the later episodes. He actually keeps this gun through most of the, through the entire series, I believe. So it changes up a little bit. So yeah, like I was saying, I don't keep this gun through episode 3 through 5. I have it through episode from 3 to 5, but I get a new gun in episode 6. This one, you won't actually see this gun until the second half. It was never in the first half of the series. But it's your standard little ASP. You can tell it's fake, it's see-through, and the clip is really see-through. But like, you don't really get quick glimpses of it. One of the bad guys, one of the new bad guys in the second half of a Walking Dead Adaption has this weapon, but he doesn't keep it for a brief time. He gives it to a different character, a new character. So spoilers. Nah, kinda. But so yeah, this is your standard ASP little right. Nothing too big. I'm not going to spoil anything because I don't want to spoil too much. But there's that one. This one is the other weapon that the bad guys get. New bad guys get in the second half. It's your Winchester kind of lever action, right? You see this in episodes 6 and onward. Again, because we didn't get this until after we were done filming episode 5, like I said. So this is in the second half. So one of the new characters that we're introducing will be using this. Well, a character that you already know uses this, but then someone else gets this gun halfway through episode 6. But not going to spoil who or anything. So yeah, there's that one. It's your, and then you, right, and then, right. But then I'm obviously like, the actual gun itself isn't going to make the sound in episodes. It's going to be like a sound effect when people do that in the episode and then shoot it. They'll be, they'll have more recoil and, they'll act and all that crap. So there's that one, right? That one's pretty cool. And then there's the big one that we have, which, fun fact I'll talk about while I talk about this gun. A fun fact that happened here. This is the gun that my character gets in the second half. This one's our biggie. It's a legit SuperLab sniper rifle, right? It's your safety zone right now. This, like I said, they're all airsoft pellet guns. This one you can actually look down the scope and it's got a crosshair and you can look around, right? I'm aiming directly at the camera right now, right at the lens, right? It's pretty high tech. We try and make it look as real as possible. Obviously this doesn't look real. No real sniper rifle really does that, but that's how you'd load it in actual life. Your thing would go right there, your little pellet, right? And then you'd do this and then safety off and then you could shoot it, but like I said, these aren't loaded. But yeah, this thing's loud and is a beast. And funny story about this, the reason why, it's not the reason why episode 6 is being delayed by a month. The reason why episode 6 is being delayed by a month is because I emphasize being delayed, because we're not really delaying. We're taking a little break to write for episodes 6 through 10. We're writing a little bit, coming up with ideas for it to make it better than the first half, obviously. We're going to wrap it up in episode 10 because episode 10 is technically going to be our series finale. We're only going to do one season, like I said. So, anyway, so we actually got into a little bit of trouble while filming episode 6 with these guns, the two big ones. We got cops called on us and we were forced to leave the area and we could not finish filming that day. So we were taking a little bit of a break before we start filming again. We're going to be a little bit more careful while using these. Luckily, hopefully we can get as much as we can through episodes 6 and 7 done, because by episode 8 we won't have to worry about that stuff anymore. It's it's understandable. We were walking through, you'll see in the, we were walking through a graveyard and we had these out and we were walking and I guess someone noticed and was like, ah, guns, and they called the cops. So, no biggie, right? It's kind of a piss off because now we had to delay episode 6 technically a little bit longer in the whole second half, but I guess we were going to do that anyway technically because we were going to take a break. But like I said, we just started, like we filmed and now we're taking a break. So anyway, so yeah, this is the big one. It's the loud one too. It's right. First time I shot it off when our prop manager, I guess you could say, our prop manager Tom, bought this. I didn't realize that you had to pull this down, so I was just dicking around with it like this, and I was like, oh yeah, this is really cool, I can't wait to use this on the set, and blah blah blah. And I took the safety off, not realizing that it would be shot right now, because I cocked it to get it ready to be shot. So then I aimed like this, and I had my ear down here, and I shot it, and my ears were ringing for like 2 minutes after. I was like, holy crap. And anyway, but yeah, so, right. So those are the prop guns. So I guess the last thing I could talk about is, I guess, I'm going to do a little shout out here. You can actually find them. Might as well do it now. Why not? I'll get a head start on them. I've been talking to them recently. Their YouTube channel is called The Walking Dead Guys. Walking Dead is one word, and then Guys is got a space, and then Guys, right? So it's Walking Dead. I'll put a thing on the screen for you guys to, I'll even put their link to their channel description. They're doing a Walking Dead fan series too, that kind of like us, we're doing an adaptation that's our own take on it, that kind of follows the actual story of The Walking Dead on TV. Theirs, I think they kind of just made on their own time, and it started off kind of like ours. I guess you can say it wasn't the greatest. I don't want to be rude if they see this, which they probably will. It's about Walking Dead Adaption. I noticed that they're really big fans of our show, and we put a lot of time into our show. So I was hoping that, you know, if you guys want to, you know, you don't have to. Please go give them a look. You know, subscribe to them, give them some views. You know, give them some love. You know, they deserve it. I can see they work really hard to bring you the content. They're on episode 9 of season 2, so they've made more episodes than us, but their episodes are a little bit shorter. But anyway, so, you know, go give them some love. You know, they're a little younger than me and some of my co-workers too, if you want to call them co-workers. They're my friends, but technically I'm working with them on this project, right? And anyway, so yeah, so go give them a check out. I'll leave a link in the description for you, and maybe even on the screen if I don't feel lazy and feel like putting one there. So anyway, I guess that about wraps up all the prop guns, right? So like I said, we're going to get a new one. We're getting a submachine gun, but I don't know if we're actually going to use that in the Walking Dead adaptation. It might be in there a little bit. I don't know yet. We're getting all these guns ready for our big series that's going to happen after Walking Dead adaptation, but I'm not going to talk about that too much. That's all for now. So thank you for your time. I hope, you know, I didn't really explain much about the weapons, but I just want to show you just how real they pretty much are, most of them anyway. So yeah, so now I guess I'll show you the little sneak peek at episode 6. Enjoy, and hopefully this doesn't get your hopes up too much, because we have a bad habit of hinting at stuff, and what else might I say, you know, giving cliffhangers. So the scene you're about to see might make you want to see the episode more, which is what we want. So stay tuned. Watch our other stuff, you know. Watch back over episode 1 through 5 again if you want, you know. We're real proud of it. We couldn't thank you more. Also, if you get time, there's links to our Facebook page on every single episode of The Walking Dead Adaption, plus any information videos I upload. So if you want to click on that and give that a like, that would be greatly appreciated. We already got 26,000 likes from just people liking it. We didn't, you know, pay money to get our thing advertised, to get our show advertised. We just kind of made the site and then stopped uploading for a bit because Kirkland and I kind of went our separate ways, as well as the character Macy. She's no longer in it because she's gone off to do her own thing now. I don't actually know. We've been talking to her and she's been watching the show, but you know, she's no longer in it. She kind of disappears in episode 2, which we were probably going to explain by the end of the series. You know, I don't know yet what's going on exactly with that, but that answers that question. But anyway, here's a sneak peek, and I hope you guys enjoy. Have a good day.
Who is this guy?
What does it look like? Michael?